Hi guys, welcome to Clara's Voice. Deborah Enenche was being dragged for nothing, for no just cause, because of the posts on her Instagram page. She shared some pictures of her and her husband. I think they traveled. I don't know where in particular, but from the pictures, it seems that they are out of the country. And they normally travel for ministration. When her dad travels, she travels with them. She's a music minister, and she ministers in songs during her father's crusades. And she made a post which got some people talking. And to me, I think it wasn't necessary. It was unnecessary. The dragging is just not right and is not necessary. She posted, "Hustle until you no longer need to introduce yourself." Some people found it very offensive. Offensive in the sense that they believe that, she's a pastor's daughter. Her daddy is wealthy, so she doesn't know what it means to hustle, that she's making fun of the real hustlers. And I laugh. And my question to those people is, what is hustle? And another question, who told you she doesn't hustle? You think that being a music minister is a piece of cake? Go and try it. You think that traveling up and down all the time, going to places, going out of the country, traveling all the time, you think is a piece of cake? Go and try it. And then you tell me. She is a hustler. She's hustling. Despite the fact that her dad is well known, is popular, is rich, but that girl, if you look at her, she's hustling too. And she works. She works. She works in her father's church. Don't forget that she's also a lawyer. And people, they downgrade and they look down, not really on what music ministers do. They think is not work. They think they are enjoying. They are enjoying. There is enjoyment. It's not enjoyment. It is not enjoyment. It's because of the calling they have upon their lives. They have to do what they gotta do. Do you think it's everybody that likes to travel? Every time you be queuing up at the airport, waiting to board the plane, flying here and there, ministering. You think it's easy? Try it. So to me personally, I don't understand why people are dragging her because of this post. She just said, hustle until you no longer need to introduce yourself. Exactly. Who is a hustler? A hustler is an enterprising person determined to succeed. A hustler is a go-getter. And one of the comments, somebody, wrote, hustle, why are you using is a word of the world? I'm like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Hustle is an English word. And hustler is an English word. It depends on the context you're using it. And what she's trying to tell you people is hustle. Be a hustler, an enterprising person. Somebody that is a go-getter. Be a go-getter. Do what you can. Hustle. Put in your best to succeed. Because after when you put in your best to succeed, you don't need anybody to announce you. They'll be chasing after you. That's the truth. They'll be chasing after you. Look at people like Mercy Chinwo. Is she chasing after anybody? No, people are looking for her. But if she tells her story, how she started, she hustled. That's the truth. She worked hard. Even Deborah's dad, who is a pastor, if he tells his own story, how he started in ministry. Remember, his dad didn't come from a poor home. Remember Pastor Paul Enenche, Dr. Pastor Paul Enenche is a medical doctor. Remember he read medicine. And when people talk down on men of God, I just look at them and I smile. I'm like, it's because you're ignorant. You don't know much. Dr. Pastor Paul Enenche is a medical doctor, and he didn't come from a poor home. His dad was wealthy. He came from a well-known home. Even after graduating from medical school, he had prospects. He was supposed to travel out of the country. He was supposed to go to UK. And remember, his wife is a medical doctor too. Think about it. 2 medical doctors. You think they will starve. But God had a different plans for him. During that time, everything was coming together. His wife got a job and he was planning to travel. And he had to ask God. Because if you know him, in school, he was a very, very strong Christian. He was a very strong Christian, and people that went to college with him will attest to that. Very strong Christian. Somebody that wasn't afraid to talk about Jesus. You know, the kind of people that preach in the bus. You know, in the bus, when you're in the bus, those people that preach, yes. And he will preach in campus. He's well known. He was well known in school as a strong Christian. So it was right for him to seek God's face. So he sought God's face after graduation for direction, because everything was coming together for him, but he needed to hear from God. That was when God told him to go to Abuja and start a ministry. And guys, you're seeing now the 100,000 auditorium, big dunamis, you know, the glory dome, that big church. That's what you see. But you guys fail to understand that this man started from nothing. He started from nothing. When God called him into ministry, think about it, he was leaving the place he knew and was going to a brand new state. And he said it in one of his teachings that they started solo. They started from one room, 2 doctors from one room. And okay, is it not hustling? Not really. Hustling in the kingdom of God. But it's just being determined to succeed. And with God, he put God first. See where he is now. When people look at him, all they see is the flashiness. Oh, what he has. He is rich. He is that. He is that. But you forget to understand that this man started from nothing when God called him into ministry. So what am I trying to say? Of course, whatever God has called you to do, do it diligently with your whole heart, with your whole strength. And God will announce you to your world. People will be chasing after you. People will be chasing after you to get what God has deposited in you. Just like I gave an example message to Nathaniel Bassi, Dusin Onyekon. Are they coming to announce, oh, please, I'm available. Oh, if you want me to minister in your church, please, I'm here. No, people are chasing after them. They can't even accept all the invitations they are getting. So this is what I understand. And this is my understanding and what I understood from her post. Hustle until you no longer need to introduce yourself. So work diligently in whatever God has called you to do, in whatever you're doing, that the world will announce you. You don't need to tell people, oh, I am this, I am that, I am that. Yeah, in the meantime, you may need to say that. But when you get to that level where people will chase after you, chase after what God has given you, that is a great level. And I pray that we'll enjoy that level where God will announce us to our generation. Okay, guys, thank you for watching to this point. I just wanted to, share, to put my 2 cents and share my opinion. This is my opinion. I don't think people dragging her. It was good for people to drag her just for a mere comment. And many were so supportive of her, thanking her, being positive. All right, guys. Take care till I see you in my next video. Bye bye.